Hi everybody, Lord Mame here again to bring you another Insanity walkthrough for Mass Effect 2. This time we are on Ghost Ship, the disabled collector vessel. Of course, the first part of this area is entirely without combat. You walk through several hallways until you find this large piece of plot that we'll skip over for the purpose of this video. But shortly thereafter you'll find a cache of weapons, 3 unique weapons that you can only pick one of. Be sure to pick the one that suits your class the best. You may even want to make a manual save and come back if you decide the weapon you chose isn't right for your class. In any case, there's a few pickups to grab here, and then some salvage that you can pick up, as well as some research data, all of which are in plain sight along the path. All lead to the platform which you have to activate by uplinking to the Normandy, which of course sets off all kinds of bells and whistles and makes your life hell. Platform takes off, collectors come in, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. Do yourself a favor before you start this fight, when you're on the platform, before you activate it, make sure that your squad's already set up, because if you don't, you'll have to do it at the beginning of the battle every single time, and believe me, it really irritates you. You have only a few seconds to set up your troops and activate whatever powers you want. You might want to spread them out so that they have a good base of fire. Right off the hop, there's going to be 3 collectors on this platform and a Scion that has a wandering platform. You can see it in the background. It will go back and forth. It is usually just out of range, so it will not hit you with a shockwave attack. Ideally, what you want to try and do is eliminate 2 of the drones on the platform, leaving the Guardian for the Harbinger to take over. But leave the Harbinger for the time being. If you have time left over before the 3rd platform comes in, try either softening up the Harbinger or softening up the Scion in the background, both of which we'll deal with later. You see on the left we have a new platform full of drones. If you had killed this Harbinger, another would have spawned on the platform immediately. And this stage of the battle is hard enough without having to deal with 2 Harbingers in such a short amount of time. Surviving this first stage of the battle is really dependent on luck and the durability of your teammates. I've chosen Grunt and Thane. Grunt is of course very durable, that's why I've got him out front, drawing fire and dividing enemies' attention between him and me. And Thane is of course standing back and sniping pretty effectively. If you can get through this first stage in the close quarters combat without any difficulty, you'll probably be fine for the rest of this area. Once you've killed the last drone, another Scion will come in on a floating platform. At this point you'll have the 2, both of which are usually out of range. I would advise killing the one on the moving platform first, simply because occasionally it does drift pretty close to you. We've already worn it down earlier in the battle, so it didn't take much to kill him. Once the first Scion is down, and there's only one left, another platform full of drones will spawn, and you see a Harbinger comes in almost immediately. So you still have Grunt out front. Direct your guys to draw fire as much as possible, stand back, kill the drones before going after the Harbinger. And the Scion usually stays a fair distance back. He is slowly closing the distance, but usually you have most of the fight before he starts coming into range. Take that time to wipe out the drones, then clean up the Harbinger as normal. There's only a few drones left. You'll see that right about here the Scion is almost in range. He's already starting to attack Thane there. Once the Harbinger reaches your platform, regardless of what else is going on, make it your priority target, take care of it, then go back to whatever it was you were targeting before. You see there, we're now in range of the Scion, so you're really going to want to take care of everything else in the area quickly, because you'll have to concentrate your fire on the Scion exclusively soon enough. At this point, all that's left is the Scion. Focus everything you have on it. You probably don't have a clean shot on it if you don't have any sniper rifle ammo like I do. This is a really bad place to run out of ammo, because short of going up where the other drones were, which will be in range of the Scion, there's not really much you can do. So move up to the side here and dodge back and forth to avoid the shockwave, and just finish off whatever armor is left. Pick up any ammo in the area that's left. There's a heavy weapon ammo there as well, which will fill up some of your conventional ammo. Then hit the control panel to come back down. Once you come down, there'll be a med kit that you can pick up. You've probably used at least one in the first fight there. And then just down this hill will be another firefight. In this one, it's not as bad. There's only 4 drones, and a Harbinger will likely spawn immediately. Set your guys behind cover. Much like in the stage with the Warlord or Cure, we're hiding behind an angled piece of cover, which is almost like cheating the corner, but in reality it's just shooting over cover. Because of the angle, the AI doesn't interpret it well, so usually shots will hit the angled cover, but you're free to just shoot right over with almost complete impunity. You see, not even the Harbinger's kinetic blasts will actually make it over the wall. You'll still get knocked back, but even then, when you're knocked back, you're still enough in cover that nothing else can shoot at you. Gives you an extra angle on anything around the corner here, so that you're not getting hit and still able to kill the drones before dealing with the Harbinger. Once again, pick up any ammo in the area before you continue on. I don't think there was really much here. You'll see throughout this stage that I am using the Revenant, the assault rifle I picked up at the beginning of the collector vessel. As a soldier, I find the rate of fire and amount of damage that it does is incredible. It also has a great deal of ammunition, like if you look at the ammo counter, it makes up for a lot of its inaccuracy. It is woefully inaccurate at range. Adrenaline Rush can mitigate some of that, but really what you want to be using it for is for a great deal of fire close in, which is ideal for collectors and husks. Set your team into cover here and really just hang back. Everything in this encounter you're going to be dealing with at range. I expect you to deplete your sniper rifle ammo entirely over the course of this battle. Right away I'm just using my Revenant to take out the barrier on this Harbinger. I just noticed the last drone up there at top. Once this drone dies, or all the drones on the ground dies, it will trigger another wave on the upper level to the upper left. In this area, it's almost sure that you're going to have to deal with at least 2 Harbingers, simply because of the way the enemies spawn. There's no real way around that. But you have a great deal of cover and a prime firing angle. If you look, all you have to do is go a little bit further around the corner and you have an easy line on everything up top. It's very important that you don't go too far past this little outcropping, because you will trigger a wave of abominations that, if you're dealing with sniping most of the time, you're not going to see them coming. And because of the length of the area, you won't hear the distinctive abomination or husk cry that they give out when they first arrive in the area. You'll see actually in this video I moved out a little bit too far. That was probably it right there, and I get blindsided by one of them that nearly kills me. But really what you want to do is stay as far back in this area as possible and just let everything come to you, killing it with the sniper rifle. And there are a great deal of drones in this area. If your team happens to die, there's... Oh, actually, I think you can hear it coming now. Yep, there it is. You'll notice that they actually swung wide to flank and hit you from the side where you couldn't even see them. But luckily there are only 2 of them. I weathered the first blast and killed the second, not too much trouble, but both of my team are dead, probably in that explosion. You can see by my radar, though, all that's left is this last drone and the Harbinger. I go into Adrenaline Rush for the additional damage that you get. It'll do an extra 100 to 140% damage depending on which of the 4th level abilities of Adrenaline Rush you take as a soldier. I also find that it mitigates the recoil of the Revenant, letting you hit more accurately at range, which is a big deal with the Revenant being as inaccurate as it is. However, you really can't beat the rate of fire and the amount of damage that it does to armor and barriers, so it's perfect for a collector mission. And that will be it. Once again, this is the Ghost Ship Part 1, the Insanity walkthrough for Mass Effect 2. I'm Lord Mame, thanks for watching, and we'll pick up again in Part 2.